Welcome to Gaia's Grove. I'm your host, Jonathan Thompson. Today we're going to explore a powerful tool for spiritual growth and self-awareness, Moonlit Musings journaling practice. As I sit down with my journal, adorned with custom magical symbols, I set an intention to cultivate self-awareness and connect with the natural world. The moon is full outside, casting a silver glow over my writing space, and I feel a sense of calm wash over me. Setting intentions. Before beginning to write or draw, I take a moment to reflect on what I want to achieve in this journaling practice. Today, I intend to explore the connection between my emotions and the cycles of nature. I've been feeling a bit disconnected from the natural world lately, and I hope that by exploring this theme, I'll gain a deeper understanding of myself and the world around me. As I ponder my intentions, I consider the concept of synchronicity, the idea that there are meaningful connections between seemingly unrelated events or experiences. In my case, synchronicity might manifest as a sense of resonance with the natural world, where my emotions and thoughts begin to align with the rhythms of nature. By exploring this connection, I hope to tap into a deeper sense of purpose and meaning in my life. Using symbols and imagery. As I begin to write, I find myself drawn to symbols that represent the moon, the earth, and the cycles of nature. The symbol for the goddess, with her radiant crescent moon crown, becomes a recurring motif throughout my journaling practice. This symbol represents the feminine principle, receptivity, and nurturing, qualities that are essential for cultivating self-awareness and connecting with the natural world. I use stencils and stamps to create intricate patterns on the page, weaving together images that speak to my intention. The image of a lotus flower becomes a recurring theme, representing growth, transformation, and spiritual evolution. I see how the lotus emerges from the muddy depths of the earth, only to rise into the light, symbolizing the journey from darkness to enlightenment. As I continue to write, I allow myself to tap into my emotions and experiences, using the symbols and imagery as prompts to explore my thoughts and feelings. I reflect on how the full moon has always been a time of release for me, a moment to let go of what no longer serves me and make room for new growth. I think about the ways in which the natural world mirrors my own inner cycles, the ebb and flow of emotions, the rise and fall of desires. I explore how my emotional state affects my relationships with others and myself, and how this disconnection may be a reflection of my own inner imbalance. As I delve deeper into my journaling practice, I begin to notice patterns and connections that were previously unknown to me. The cycle of the moon becomes a mirror for my own inner cycles, reflecting back at me the ebb and flow of emotions, desires, and needs. This realization brings me a sense of comfort and understanding, reminding me that I am not alone in this journey. Writing from the heart. As I continue to write, I find myself becoming more present and grounded, as if the act of putting my thoughts onto paper is allowing me to release them and let go of the past. The symbols on the page seem to come alive, taking on a life of their own as I weave together stories and insights. I write about my fears and doubts, using the symbol of the moon to represent the unknown. I explore how fear can manifest as a sense of disconnection from the natural world, causing me to feel lost and uncertain. But I also know that this fear is an opportunity for growth and transformation, a chance to tap into the power of intuition and inner wisdom. As I write, I allow myself to be vulnerable and honest, sharing my fears, doubts, and insecurities with the universe, and in doing so, I begin to feel a sense of release and liberation. The weight of my emotions begins to lift, replaced by a sense of clarity and understanding. Reflections and insights. As I finish writing, I take a moment to reflect on what I've learned and discovered in this journaling practice. I realize that my intention to connect with nature has actually led me deeper into myself, revealing hidden patterns and cycles that are guiding my growth. I see how the symbol of the goddess, with her crescent moon crown, represents the power of intuition and inner wisdom. I understand that by honoring these cycles and rhythms, I can trust in the natural flow of life and allow myself to be guided by the universe. I also realize that my connection to nature is not just a feeling, but a deep-seated knowing that runs beneath the surface of my being. It's a reminder that I am part of something greater than myself, a web of interconnectedness that transcends space and time. Conclusion. As I close this journaling practice, I feel a sense of peace and clarity wash over me. The symbols on the page seem to glow with an otherworldly light, reminding me that my connection to the natural world is always available to me, waiting to be tapped into and explored. I know that by continuing to set intentions, use symbols and imagery, and write from the heart, I'll continue to deepen my understanding of myself and the world around me. My journaling practice becomes a sacred space for spiritual growth, a place where I can explore the mysteries of nature and the mysteries of my own soul. In this way, I'm able to tap into the power of synchronicity, allowing my emotions, thoughts, and experiences to align with the rhythms of nature. I become more grounded, centered, and connected, knowing that I am part of a greater whole that transcends space and time. As I look back on this journaling practice, I realize that it's not just about exploring my connection to nature, but also about cultivating self-awareness and spiritual growth. It's a reminder that the natural world is not just something outside of me, but an integral part of myself, waiting to be tapped into and explored. Tips for Moonlit Musings, journaling practice. Set intentions. Before beginning your journaling practice, take a moment to reflect on what you want to achieve. What themes or topics do you want to explore? How can this journaling practice help you cultivate self-awareness and spiritual growth? Use symbols and imagery. Incorporate symbols and images that represent the natural world, such as the moon, earth, lotus flower, and goddess. These symbols can serve as prompts for writing and reflection. Write from the heart. Allow yourself to tap into your emotions and experiences, using the symbols and imagery as guides. Be honest and vulnerable in your writing, sharing your fears, doubts, and insecurities with the universe. Reflect and integrate. Take time to reflect on what you've learned and discovered in this journaling practice. Integrate these insights into your daily life, allowing them to inform your relationships, choices, and actions. By incorporating these tips into your Moonlit Musings journaling practice, you'll be able to deepen your connection with the natural world, cultivate self-awareness and spiritual growth, and tap into the power of synchronicity. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Gaia's Grove and join our community of like-minded individuals who are exploring the deeper connections between nature, culture, and spirituality. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time on Gaia's Grove. And if you want to get a hold of me by email, I will have it in the description down below.